What's up there, YouTube? Blind Dave coming at you again. Just want to set the record straight on how a blind man got involved in cryptocurrencies. Well, started out just watching YouTube on a Blu-ray player on a 65-inch in the bedroom because, well, I'm legally blind. So I wasn't digging and diving, researching nothing. I just did all my research on YouTube, watching all kinds of videos, how to do this and how to do that. So anyway, I figure I'd give y'all a blind perspective on how I did it. So, let's see, back in 2011, I used to run an automotive shop. I had to resign, go on short-term disability, and my 401k, I was fully vested. I did several years there. Before that, Ford Lincoln Mercury. Full line technician, A1 through A8 plus a L1. So yeah, I was a master. But nowadays, ain't nobody want to hire a blind automotive technician. I thought about opening up a small business, just grab a transmission or two and rebuild it and turn around and sell it. But eBay has now become Feebay, so I ain't doing that. But anyway, I ain't going hustling up all kinds of jobs off of Craigslist or nothing. I got enough to deal with on my own. Besides, I got disability, rental income. Now I work as a baker because having to work on hot engines all the time, most of the time I just do it by feel. Yeah, I gotta hike 6 to 12 miles every day. But no, I sold out of my 401k, didn't pay any taxes, no penalties or fees or any of that, because this was a permanent disability, being legally blind. I was in immediate approval through Social Security Disability Income, or SSDI, but I still had to go 6 months with no income, and I had nothing saved. So if it wasn't for this rental property, I'd probably be living under I-10 somewhere, probably down in Tent City, somewhere off Carrollton. But no, sold out of my 401k, then did a bunch of YouTubing. I used to invest back in the, I'd say, mid to late 90s. I sold out of that before the stock market crashed in 2001. And somehow that was just dumb luck, but I did well. Lost everything I owned 3 times. So when something drastic happens in your life, you quickly learn what an asset and a liability are. And Greg Hunter, you are correct, sir. People are soon going to realize and wake up and realize that debt is not an asset. Don't be in bonds. Run from bonds. These people with these pensions, I feel sorry for you. We can't afford it. It's all unsustainable. So anyway, I took that money and I stayed underneath the $10,000 limit with gold and silver each time I purchased, so that way I wouldn't set off any red flags or taxable events. Sock that away, a little midnight gardening. Ain't never done nobody no harm. But no, I started saving money and started doing a lot more cooking. Stopped eating out, stopped throwing lavish parties. When I stopped all of that, quickly realized that all those friends on Facebook, not one of them suckers knocked on my door or called my phone, not one. So I shut all that down. That ain't a friend. So anyway, it's just me, no wife, no kids. I don't know how. Had a couple times I could have. but, or should have, but I didn't. I just chose a different path because I didn't want to raise a child in poverty, because that wasn't the way I was raised. I had an awesome childhood. I really did. My parents did well. I thank them for it. Dad's now dealing with Alzheimer's and dementia, so here shortly I might have to take a leave of absence and move back in with Mother Dearest just to take care of Dad. He wiped my butt for years. I don't mind helping him. So that's just my duty as an only child and as a son. Somebody got to do it, and that man ain't going to no damn home. But no, I got to looking at what can I do to hide money and still invest money outside of the system. That's when I found Bitcoin and Ethereum. And thank you, Omar Bam. Thank you, Crypt Zero, so much, because I got involved in Ethereum right after the DAO hack. Like a week or two after that, I was buying Ethereum ETH for $7 to $12. I never sold. I transferred here and there and got into a bunch of ICOs that I wasted a lot of money on. Who remembers CNX, Cryptonex? I can't transfer that out of my Ether wallet for nothing. Yeah, they got a few exchanges that it's listed on, but you try to send that over, you better only send one, because it ain't going to be accepted into any exchange to sell it. So I'm just stuck with that. Same thing, Commodity Ad Network. I love Steve St. Angelo, all that, Rocco Report. I watch all of them videos. Got a lot of time invested in all that. Michael Pinto with bonds. Listen to that dude. That dude is on point. Michael Pinto. Listen to that dude. But no, I went for quite a while. 38 eye surgeries, 4 implants from diabetic retinopathy and glaucoma. It was bad, man. It was bad. I don't wish that on nobody. It was not fun. See, with type 1 diabetes, since the age of 7, what you do today won't affect you tomorrow. It will affect you 10 years from now. See, right now, I'm paying for all the alcohol I done drank in college. Somehow, I'm the only one ended up with a degree. And I had to pay for it. My mommy and daddy didn't pay for nothing. They said, you want a college degree, you go out, you prove it. You do it. So I did. And there were several times where I called my parents begging for $20, just for bread and cheese, just to eat. And insulin. Bottle of insulin back then wasn't but like $13. I had to go 3 days with no insulin and no food, just water. That was difficult. In my mind, I feel everybody's got to hit rock bottom at least 3 times before they realize they ain't never want to be there ever again. So now I just happened to stumble across Omar Bam talking about this crypto stuff, and it really intrigued me, and I found out decentralized and out of the system. Shit, I'm game. Let's go. So that's what I did. Bought a couple of Bitcoin and a lot of Ethereum. Somehow I did well. I wish I'd have known it was going to take off like it did. I'd have put more in. But no, after I started to regain a little bit of vision, because I was in pitch black darkness for a long time, had no formal training with a cane or anything. I had to find my way around with, I can tell you where every crack is on all these concrete streets and every manhole out here, because I had to get good on navigation and having to listen a lot to traffic to learn what car is in what lane. and how fast they're going by listening to the sound of the tires passing over the cracks. So yeah, I went years in bed. Gained a lot of weight, done lost it all, because now I hike 6 to 12 miles a day. Done lost all of that. Lost all my so-called friends. Don't throw no lavish parties, so nobody comes over no more. So I started YouTubing. Well, see, when I went blind back in 2011, the latest and greatest back then was, what do they call that? Wasn't really a smartphone. Oh yeah, Crackberry, Blackberry. That was the latest and greatest at that time. So I missed out on all this smartphone stuff. This phone I got now is a Galaxy, and I just got it July 6th, yeah, of 2018. It's my first smartphone I ever owned. So I'm just wanting to get my feet wet, making a couple videos, learning how to do this a little bit. So that way when Theta goes live, I can have a channel there too. I hear a little bit about this BitTube stuff. I got to check into that. But no, I had to go off to all these different camps to learn how to live independently as a blind man, as a single blind man with no roommates. That's hard. That was hard. I also went off to another camp. It was called TRAC, T-R-A-C, at UNO, University of New Orleans. I credit them a lot. I learned how to do everything on a computer with just a keyboard, no mouse. The programs and software that I use are like JAWS and Zoom Text, and now every computer now comes with assistive technologies like magnifier already built in and screen narrator, so I use that quite often. And that's something else. I wanted to go to Lithuania for the Pillar Unconference, just to share my 2 Satoshis with David Siegel, because I do believe that Pillar will one day take off. Ease of access is going to be crucial to that. And if they can capitalize on other people who are blind, like myself, not so much capitalize, make it to where we can do different things, you know, because, you know, I don't believe in giving up. You know, when I was a child, my grandmother made me promise to her, and I'm glad she did, because this is real important, y'all. I want every one of y'all to realize this, because this is the only damn thing that kept me alive. My grandmother made me promise to her that this is not my life to take. Think about that. This is not my life to take. I do believe that there's an after party, and we all gonna take part in that. Now, regardless of your religious background and whatnot, I gotta say I side more with Cliff High and just call it universe, because I do believe that religion was started just mainly for suppression of the people and control. Because, you know, I went up, knocked on the door, all the doors were locked. I just wanted to go speak to a priest or go sit down in a pew and say a few prayers. But God was closed at that moment. It took a while for me to wake up and realize that you ain't got to go to church. All you got to do is believe. As long as you got it in your heart, you saved. I do believe in a higher power. What that power is, nobody knows. I do believe that there's an afterlife. So, but no, I started putting all my acorns into this decentralized stuff and all these cryptos and did well. Now I really can cross any border. I can do any damn thing I want to. And I'm thankful. I really am. But I don't think that this stuff is gone where it's going to go just yet. I mean, why else is big money getting involved? You want to learn what to do, follow the big money. Follow the big money. But this is a revolution. The quicker you come to realize that this is a revolution, the better you're going to be in this life. And something else, do not buy greed. Don't be in this for greed. Be in this to benefit humanity. I mean, really? What you gonna do with $200 million when that day comes? There's a lot of stuff I want to do. Donate time at Habitat for Humanity. Donate my time down at local food bank. Even if it's just loading up cars, I don't care. I just want to give back to the people who gave to me. Which is another reason why I started this YouTube channel. I'm chasing the dollar here. Oh, the market's down. Sell now. No, don't. Just dollar cost average into this stuff. It's gonna take off. You got market fluctuations in every market. You don't just up and sell your 401k just because the market's down. You don't follow your 401k on your cell phone every morning, do you? I never did. I used to just look at it quarterly. But no, I was lucky enough to regain part of my right eye. The left eye is completely gone. I can just tell if it's light or dark. Each time I had a laser surgery, it was over 900 and something lasers to each eye. Complete darkness for weeks thereafter. Having to sleep, sitting up, and live alone, that wasn't no fun at all. At all. But you know what? Universe will make a way. Universe will provide. But now, I'm 2200 in the right eye, and I guess you can say 2600, maybe 2800 in the left eye. The left eye, I can just tell if it's light or dark. I lost all peripheral and all night vision. So one day, y'all will probably see me down in Anarchapulco and Cryptopoco down in Jeff Berwick's spot down there in Acapulco. Jason and 4, looking forward to that cruise, man. But no, I don't want to show my face on here. I've been doing a lot of thinking about that and different hikes everywhere and making different posts. I ain't gonna do that neither. I'm gonna just watch the fish. I don't want all kinds of crazies after me. Don't want anybody to see any businesses or street signs try to track me down. But when y'all see a crazy joker out on the dance floor would break out his canes, ain't nobody just walk up and knock you over on the dance floor. Just know that that's Blind Dave. I don't mind. I don't mind y'all saying hi. Just don't go crazy. But no, I got to see by silhouettes and extreme magnification. But anyway, just wanted to give my 2 Satoshis out there in case y'all are wondering about Blind Dave Crypto. Yes, I am legally blind, so I can speak on the matter. And if you know anyone who's blind, look up University of New Orleans, TRAC, T-R-A-C. I highly suggest that program. It's expensive. It's about 15 grand. Also, if you're in Alabama or nearby to Alabama, look up AIDB, Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind. That's another awesome school where one can mold himself into a useful man or woman. But that's about all, folks. Y'all have a good one.